Hey everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Adele. We are today having a yummy, lovely, gentle practice, really good for anyone with conditions like chronic pain, fibromyalgia. Going to stay nice and low to the floor. We're going to use some pillows and blankets and make it really yummy. But also, it's just really good for anybody wanting a 10-15 minute gentle yoga flow just to loosen up those joints and just to ease the body of any tension. So, before we begin, grab yourself a pillow off your sofa and a nice blanket. Now, you could actually bring your blanket already onto your mat so we can fold this up and sit on it. So, fold, 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 or you could go ahead and sit on your pillow. So, we're kind of making ourselves a little yoga bolster here. Sit on our blanket. So we're just raising the hips up a little bit. Now I'm sitting on the floor, cross-legged, but if this doesn't work for you in your body, then feel free to sit on a chair or even just to lie down through this first opening couple of minutes. So if you're able to sit with a tall spine, if you need any other props under the legs, use them. Grab anything that you've got, fold it up and kind of stuff it under the outside of the thighs, the calves, just pad under the legs to help the knees soften down so they're not up here feeling really tight. So use your props, they are your friend. Choose a position that feels right in your body. And then when you're ready, close down your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with sound. Good. 2 more. Breathe in and out. Feel your shoulders just melt down away from your ears on this last deep breath in and out. Lovely. Drop the chin to the chest. So right away, just feel that stretch in the back of the neck. Just see what's going on for you. You can always soften it. And then begin to lift the chin so the chin is parallel. So you could be doing this in a chair on your sofa. It's absolutely fine. Now begin to move your chin up a little bit so that you open your throat. Feel this movement is just in your neck at the moment. So we're just moving our neck, chin to chest, and then raise the chin. Good. Now see if you can invite the shoulders to join the party. So as the chin comes to the chest, shoulders round and come forwards a little bit. And as you lift the chin, your shoulders are going to pull back so your heart space becomes open. So we're just seeing if we can invite a little bit more movement than we had before. And then let this grow, this movement, let it grow. So as you drop your chin, your shoulders come forwards, maybe your whole back begins to collapse into this C curve. And then grow your spine right from your tailbone. Lift and open the heart. Good. Let's do a couple more. See if you can integrate your breath. So breathing in as we open the body here, and we're breathing out as we close the body down. One more. So with chronic pain and things like fibromyalgia, it's really important that we go at our own pace, but that we do move. It can be all too tempting just to say, oh, that's not for me, yoga's not for me, but we can move and not be limited by conditions and things that we might have previously seen as limitations. So just do what you can, but do invite your body to move. Let's move a little more into the neck now. So dropping the ear to the shoulder, feeling that stretch down the side of the neck, and then switch. Stretch the other side. Switch again. Again, just go to where feels comfortable and make sure you're breathing. Wonderful. See how it feels. Just notice. Be body aware, be mindful. And then this time, let's take some circles. So chin to chest, sweep it around, go nice and gentle. When we have got pain in the body, we can really tense up and hold ourselves in this protective bubble. So kind of clenching the shoulders, the jaw, the upper back. So use your breath as a gateway to soften all the edges and just enjoy this feeling, this movement in your body. Great, let's go the other way when you're ready. And again, there's no reason why you can't be doing this bit in a chair. That feels better for you. Good. And then back to center. Let's take a few wrist movements now. Again, we can be doing this seated or even standing. So just take the hands and stretch out the fingers. Take the thumb on the inside, cross the palm and just curl the fingers gently in and make some gentle circles with the wrist. A little love for the body, a little MOT. Why not? And go the other way with those circles. Feel into the wrists. How are they feeling today? Give them some love. Beautiful. And then just take a little shake. The shaking's a really good way to increase the fluid around the joints. So if you're feeling a little bit stiff, just try and loosen up, loosen those shoulders, really shake the hands. If you want to do horsey lips, that's a really fun way to release tension. So breathe in through the nose, keep shaking, and boom, do that. Why not? Again, breathe in through the nose, let it go, horsey lips or a sigh, good. And then we're going to come onto all fours. So if you are in your chair at the moment, if you do want to continue to do seated cat-cow, so you could be seated in your chair, feet flat on the floor, pulling the elbows and the shoulders back, sending the heart forwards on a breath in, and rounding your back, just like we were doing before, on a breath out. If you're going to come onto all fours, why not make it super cozy? Put a nice blanket down so that your knees have got some lovely, lovely padding, so it feels better in the knees. Bring the hands and spread the fingers, bring the hands down onto the mat, just underneath the shoulders, and make that movement now here 3 times again. So tilting the hip bones back, lifting the throat, breathing in, breathe out, and round your spine, just any amount. Good. 2, move with your breath, and 3. And we've warmed up those wrists a little bit, but let's just move them a little bit more. Take the hands a little further forwards now and just take some really small circles. They don't have to be too big. So we're just feeling, how does it feel in the wrists? How do the hips respond to this movement? Get to know your body. It's a really brilliant relationship that you can have with your own body. We can renew this relationship. Perhaps it's become a little bit broken. If you're, struggling with pain, you can kind of really fall out of love with your body. But let's focus on what we can do rather than what we can't do and change direction with your circles. Now, if you are in your chair, of course, with your feet flat on the floor, you can start to move your body round in the back and then leaning forwards, opening the chest. You can do these lovely circular movements in your chair as well. Good. And then if you're feeling like that's enough, you can hold it here, just in your table position. So nice flat back. Draw the tummy in a little bit. Push the floor away. This might already be challenging just to have the shoulders above the hands. If you want a little bit more, curl the toes under. Just peel the knees off a little bit. Do a little hover. Test your strength. Maybe it's one breath and you're like, yay, one breath, go me. Maybe it's 2 or 3 breaths. Don't force, don't push into pain, but just give yourself a little challenge. Lovely. And then pat out the feet. So have a little pat, pat, pat with the feet. If you're on your chair, what you can do for your feet here is just do some lifting of the heels onto the toes, drop the heels down, and then lift the toes. So you're rolling through those feet, moving. My ankle's having a little crack, up and down. So just keep shaking out those feet. We're going to come onto our back now. So move yourself over onto your back and you can keep your blanket here. Maybe fold that out into the full length of your mat if it feels good. Have the feet bent, the knees bent, excuse me, and the feet flat. So wiggle yourself into position in this constructive rest pose. You could also continue with your arch and rounding on your chair if you're doing your chair yoga today. So we're going to arch and flatten here with our spine supported on the ground. So if you're able to get down to the ground and join us here, please do so. You're going to roll your pelvis forwards and let your low back move away from the floor on that breath in. And on a breath out, feel as if you're tucking your tailbone under. So you're drawing your navel down to your spine and your low back becomes really flush with your blanket or your mat. And continue. So it's the same arch tilt of the pelvis that we did on all fours and that we've been doing in our seat. Continuing this movement. So breathing in, we send the tailbone forwards. You should be able to feel a little space open up under the low back. Breathe out, tuck, tailbone, and press the back. Good. Now, continue with that movement. Or if you want a little bit more, next time you tuck your tailbone, just lift your hips. So it might only be a little bit. It's okay, into a bridge. And then feel this lovely roll and melt down through the spine. And then rock the pelvis forwards again. Breathe in, breathe out, tuck the tailbone, press into the feet, lift the hips. Feel this work in the thighs, strengthening those thigh bones. And roll it down. Good. Let's do one more. Breath in, roll forwards, breath out, press and lift. Hold it there, engage the glutes a little bit. You can do it. And then roll it down. Great. Let's take the arms up, level with our shoulders. Separate the feet nice and wide. Drop the knees any amount to the left and roll your head to the right. And then switch. Drop the knees to the right and roll your head to just gaze at your left hand. And keep going. So a nice gentle twist. Feet stay down. Feet are wide so the feet are not together. Make space. Have this lovely support under your back so that you're comfortable. And just roll side to side. You really feel what's going on in your hips, your back, your shoulders. Great. And then bring your knees towards your chest. Take one hand on each knee and just hug the knees in. You can, of course, do a twist in your chair. So just rock side to side if you're with me on the ground. If you're in your chair, of course, you can take right hand to left thigh and just gently turn to look over that left shoulder. And then right hand behind, left hand to right thigh. Turning to look over right shoulder and just repeat a few times to each side. Oh, lovely. So either now just having the feet flat on the floor, closing the eyes, having the hands on the lap, or if you're down on the ground, you can take the feet back down and have the knees bent. If it feels okay in the back, go ahead and stretch the legs out. Sometimes the back can feel uncomfortable lying on a hard surface, flat, even with this padding. Go ahead and take your pillow, your little cushion, and rest it under your head for extra yummy comfort. And wiggle your shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let your body just melt, relax, release, let go of any tension and effort. And do that again. Deep breath in through the nose. Pause at the top and let it go. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. And then if this feels really nice, you can stay here. Just take this time. Pause this video. Scan through your body, crown of the head all the way down to the feet, just switching off any effort, any tightness, relaxing and breathing through your body all the way down to the feet. So do feel free to stay here for 5-10 minutes if it feels good. Maybe put on a piece of music, enjoy this time. If you're ready to come back, begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Take a stretch. Give yourself a hug, a really nice hug, giving yourself that self contact and that embrace. Just being really proud of whatever you've managed to do today. Super, super proud of yourself, of your body for showing up and giving your body this time to check in with everything, with the feet, the toes, the ankle, the shoulders, the hips, the back. Rock a little side to side. Roll onto one side if you're on the ground. If you're seated, you can go ahead and drop the chin to the chest and gently blink the eyes open. Mindfully coming back to a seat. Draw your hands to your heart center and we'll close our practice with the wonderful greeting, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love to hear from you how you found this practice. If you found it helpful, would you like me to make more gentle yoga practices that help with pain and tension and tightness and things like fibromyalgia? Do let me know. I'm happy to create more content like this if it works for you guys. Thank you for practicing with me. And I'll see you again on the mat very, very soon. Bye for now.